Jenkins here. We're at the BAA 5K tomorrow in Boston. Is this the 2018 opener for you?
2018 opener, yeah.
So how are you feeling?
Feeling good. Training's been going well. It's been a while since I've raced, so instead of waiting until Peyton, I felt like it'd be good to kind of get back in the racing mindset and see where I'm at.
Yeah, pretty close to home.
Yeah, I love Boston. It's been a while since I've raced here. I went to school here for a few years, and I love Boston. Yeah.
So you were a little hurt in this, right? What was that?
Yeah, I had just a nagging Achilles thing. So it took a while to get back from that. Things were going well indoors, but it popped up, at a bad time, and I didn't want to. It's not worth to push it this year. So yeah, it was just. It's part of the game. So it's unfortunate, but I'm happy with how the training's been going recently. Yeah.
And you based full time now in Portsmouth? What's your business?
I do, not full time. I've been going back. Mainly in Portsmouth, but now once the racing starts and the hard training, I'll be with the group in training camps and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah,
very similar to Matt. Yeah. I'm an East Coast guy. I love where I'm from, and so since I've been training alone for a while. I love training alone when I'm able to, and it's kind of just a good opportunity to break things up a little bit, and yes, see how it works out.
What do you like about training alone? Because a lot of people I know do marathons, they're like, "Oh, it's great, I train promise." What do you like about training alone?
I think for me, you're kind of as long as you're I'm pretty self-driven. I'm not going to go out there and not do something, not skip a workout, not do that. A lot of people, that is the problem. They're just not going to really hold themselves accountable. I don't have that issue. I've never really had that issue. And it allows me to be more flexible. There's just something about training alone that I've always kind of enjoyed for the most part. There are obviously the times when you're in the middle of a workout and you're like, I would love to have someone here. But for a lot of the early season workouts where I'm not, digging deep, or I'm not trying to hit it out of the park right away, like I am like the workouts, in May and stuff like that. I don't really need anyone watching over me. I don't need. I can really handle that myself. So I kind of like the freedom and the flexibility that training alone provides.
Is there ever a benefit to some of the guys you train with, Olympic champs like Centro Rupp, Farah in the past, these guys, is it hard to keep up with those guys in workouts sometimes from their age?
I think it definitely, that was a big problem at the beginning when I first joined the group. I remember actually quite clearly, I walking up and it's Galen and Mo and Matt, just stretching out, getting ready, talking, getting ready to warm up, and I was like, man, this is wild. This is why I joined the group. And I was having to dig deep just to not get dropped on workouts that if they're having good workouts, that means for me it was a great workout. And that was starting in October. The hardest part of my professional career so far was October, November, December of trying to get used to the group. It's every workout. If one of them feels good, that means it's it was just very hard. So I got a lot used to that throughout. And now that obviously Mo and Galen are in the different events now, and Matt was such a good training partner for me last year. And so it's been kind of a cool evolution of the group, but those guys as training partners was really testing me, almost too much I think at first.
So even compared to training, you train with Chester in college.
Yeah, I think Andy Powell kept it so under control in college. I think Alberto's willing to test it a lot more than Andy was. You know, if Galen wants to go, if Alberto said go out and run two flat for 800, what he really means is 159. And so what Galen wants is 158. You know, and so I'm over there and I'm thinking two flat, and then you're coming through in 57, and you're like, okay. It was tough to. It's just, I mean, they train so hard. They're so talented. They're so driven, and when I first joined, I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to like that super hard training, and I had to like really I had to bring it every workout, or it was gonna be a long day.
So looking at 2018, it's no World Championship team to make, no good team to make. What are the goals for you?
I think one of the best things for me for the future is to get in as many diamond leagues as possible. To get used to racing the best guys consistently. You know, I do well racing Americans a lot because I think we race them so much. So I think getting into a lot of international races and just racing hard, racing fast against the best guys in the world is something that's going to prepare me well for the future.
Yeah, I mean, going into Worlds last year, that was your first one. Didn't make the final. Was that something you were unprepared for that level of competition?
I actually was a little unprepared for the tactical racing. USA's was as perfect and easy a race as it could have been. I just literally sat on Ben. There was no sit and kick. There was no jostling. I felt fantastic. So it couldn't have been less of a tactical race. I just made my move and then went. So when it was slow and there was a lot of moving around, I actually don't think I was really. That was the first one of those races I'd been in that year. And I think I was a little unprepared for it, which is surprising because I mean, obviously everyone thinks American runners are so used to that, and I am used to that in a way, but I don't think I was as ready for it as I had been in the past. So I think that was probably, and I mean, I just had a poor race. I made a lot of moves, so no one to blame but myself. But yeah, I do think I was just. Mentally, I wasn't quite. I don't know what I was really expecting, but yeah.
Do you think you'll be able to get into all the diamond leagues you want to?
It depends. I mean, maybe not. I mean, really, I would love to. If I have to show that I'm really ready to be in these races, and I have to make them. You have to make the most of every opportunity. You know, if you get lucky enough to get into a race that maybe you shouldn't have, you need to capitalize on that. You need to show these race directors why you deserve to be in these races. So I got to plan on doing that and show up fit, show up ready to race, and not be afraid to get thrown in over your head a little bit. Yeah. I mean, that sub 13 is something that anyone who calls themselves a good American 5K guy, that's a huge goal. That's a real barrier, and I think it's something that I've always been like close to fitness-wise. It's just hard to get into a race that really pans out like that. So I mean, as far as time-wise, that's like the next time goal. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel like there's a bunch of guys like you and Ben and Brian Hill, all these guys. You know, that you're always right around that fitness, but it's just getting the perfect conditions.
Exactly. I mean, you see how these. Exactly. I mean, and you see these guys, and I'm sure we all have been in that type of shape to run it, but the way that a lot of these diamond leagues go, it's like you go out and too flat for an 800, it slows down. Someone takes it and runs like sub 4 for the middle mile. It's just the way that it's run is never how you want it to be run. So you have to get to that type of fitness where you can run it in more than just a perfect metronome way. Yeah.
And are you planning on running USA's?
I'm not sure yet. It's obviously a great meet, and so we'll see how it depends really how the racing schedule goes so far. But I could see myself doing it, but you never really know.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
appreciate the time.